Sitting at 3,500 feet above sea level in the high plains of New Mexico, Roswell is a small, unassuming town. Except that aliens are everywhere. You can't walk more than a few feet without running into murals, statues, or businesses celebrating the city's connection to all things extraterrestrial.
We have a rich history in this area of New Mexico. You know, you got your cowboys and your aliens, and I mean, it's got a little bit of everything.
Randy McLeod is a sales execution manager at Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages. He explains the Roswell incident that put the town on the map.
In 1947, a rancher outside of Corona, New Mexico, he came upon a wreck. So he came over here, reported it, and that's where it all started. You know, where the ship was found, the alien bodies were found, everything was found in there, and that started a lifetime passion for some people for Roswell and an incident.
Area Director of Sales Mario Picon explains the ins and outs of Roswell's most beloved landmark, the International UFO Museum.
It's a conglomeration of artifacts, photos, scientific items that they've taken over the years and just made a museum out of it. As you walk around, you're going to see different people that have done investigations on different UFO sites, not just the Roswell incident, but other UFOs that have happened across the world.
In 1997, Coca-Cola was looking to hold an event in any of their bottling plants in the U.S. It just so happened Roswell was not only a bottling location at the time, but also celebrating the 50-year anniversary of the Roswell incident.
They said how cool it would be to tie into that event and make it not only commemorating the location, Roswell, New Mexico, for being one of the first bottlers to bottle Coca-Cola, but also tying into the event and making it a really big event for the community. We were just sitting there in the amphitheater talking about it, and I just said, you know, wouldn't it be cool to have an alien depicted drinking a Coca-Cola bottle, because when you lift up the Coke bottle, it'll actually show Roswell, New Mexico. And I said, let me just draw something out, and I took a napkin. We had just gone out to eat, I think, and I kind of drew up a figure, drew a Coke bottle, made it look like the alien was drinking a Coke. And one of the guys from Coke North America said, let me have that, let me see what I can do.
Mario's napkin sketch would turn into an iconic image used to promote the event. A poster of it hangs in the museum to this day.
That's where this picture came from. It just came from a little sketch on a napkin. It's really cool to be able to see this. You can look it up on the internet, and it's still out there. People are still using it as an image for Roswell, New Mexico. Of course, we also had a couple of vending machines that we had this printed on the vending machines. I mean, many times you would drive around, if you're driving through town, people were standing in front of it taking pictures of it. Because it's, you know, really nostalgic to have that alien drinking that Coke.
There's something about this image and the intertwined histories of Coca-Cola and Roswell that captures people's imaginations.
Of course. Aliens drink Coca-Cola, they don't drink anything else. That's why they came to Roswell, New Mexico, because they knew that we produced Coca-Cola here.
Among all the aliens of Roswell, the employees of CCSWB continue their daily task of making sales and delivering Coca-Cola products across the city with pride and loyalty.
We're like family. I mean, it's a very close-knit deal. I mean, I know all my people. I know what they're going through, what they're having to go through, what they've been through, everything like that. And I think that to know them personally and to actually relate to them on a personal level, it makes them a better employee for the company, and it makes me a better boss. You know, my grandfather was with the company, and he was with the company 35 years. And when I'd go to his house and I'd see these plaques on the wall that said 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you know, and I looked at those and I thought, wow, that'd be kind of special. And so now at my place, I've got a 5, a 10, a 15, a 20. And now here in next month or two, I'm going to get my 25-year award. So those are going to be something that I hope that my kids and people that come to visit and stuff like that, that they see it and they want to stick with the company, because that's something that doesn't happen very often anymore.
Roswell has an undeniable connection to mystery, which also means the city has an equally strong connection to belief. Believing means feeling like anything is possible. And that's something the employees at Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages have taken to heart.
Do you think this stuff is real?
Joe, of course I believe it. Of course. It wasn't a very good picture on a napkin, but they got the idea and they were able to produce it. So to be able to say that, hey, I drew this and it became something that's in a museum is pretty cool. Pretty awesome.
When he was actually drawing that image on that napkin, I don't think he knew just how impactful that was going to be years later. So I think that goes back to some of the history of what we do day to day, right? You don't know what kind of impact you're going to have when you greet a customer or service an account or do something like that. You don't know what kind of impact this is going to have 20 years from now. It means a lot to do your very best every single day and take pride in your work, because you don't know how that's going to impact 20 years from now. Maybe we're all in a museum 20 years from now.